Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Aftershock. I'm Aaron, and today we're going to be doing the WWE FastLane 2016 results and review. So let's get right on into it. On the kickoff, we had Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio for the United States Championship. Kalisto defending against Del Rio in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Actually, for a kickoff match, this match was fairly decent. It surprised me a little bit. Since we've seen it so many times, there were a few new little spots they added in here. Del Rio gets disqualified by using a chair to give Kalisto the first fall to make it 1-0. Kalisto up. The second fall goes to Del Rio via double foot stop with a pinfall, which made it tied at 1 fall apiece. And the deciding factor was Del Rio went for another double foot stop, missed it, and gets rolled up by Kalisto. Kalisto, surprisingly, Kalisto was my personal pick, but my psychological pick was Alberto Del Rio. But I'm actually kind of shocked they're gonna let Kalisto keep the title for a little bit. It looks like, anyway. So I'm gonna say 5 out of 10 stars for the match. For me, it was a decent match, and I'm definitely glad that Kalisto picked up the win. Okay, the first match on the main card, we had Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch versus Naomi and Tamina of Team Bad. It wasn't a great match at all, but it was definitely a little bit better than I expected. It was about a 4 of 10. It was an opening match. Stereotypical opening match. I liked the corner bank statement by Sasha Banks. I forgot who it was. I think it was Naomi was sitting on the turnbuckle facing outwards, and Sasha Banks jumped up, gave her the lung blower, flipped her around off the turnbuckle for the bank statement. That was really cool to see. Kind of inventive. Banks and Lynch win via a bank statement and a disarmer simultaneously in stereo. That was cool to see. It kind of brought me back to when they first all made their debut and they all had their submissions in the middle of the ring. Kind of took me back to that, but it was nonetheless a decent finish. I like the double submission. Next match on the card was the Intercontinental Championship. We had Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. It wasn't as awesome as I thought it would have been. We've seen it before. But it was a good match nonetheless. It was. Definitely a super kick party. I guarantee there was 5 super kicks by 2 competitors. Guaranteed. It was actually a pretty good match. A 6 of 10 star for me. Owens retains via a pop-up powerbomb. Also, my pick. If they're looking for a credible Intercontinental Championship, or a credible Intercontinental Champion, I should say, I think you got to go with one of these 2 guys. But I'm going to say if they're going for a heel, Kevin Owens. He's the only guy. Yes, you could throw Dolph Ziggler up there to be a credible Intercontinental Champion, but it's fresh. It's a new era. It's the indie era in WWE. So I'm gonna say stick with Kevin Owens as the IC champion for at least half a year. Yes, half a year. Next match on the card was Big Show, Demon Kane, and Ryback versus Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman. This match was definitely nothing special. It was kind of not really a filler, but yet again a filler. It was a bad move making the Whites take the loss for me. I mean, yeah, everybody's a Big Show fan, everybody's a Kane fan, everybody's a Ryback fan, but they're past their prime. Ryback, no, not necessarily. No, Ryback's got some years left. But Big Show and Kane, I mean, it's time to let somebody else take that brass ring or pass the torch to some other new developing talent, like the White family. So I definitely think it was just a horrible move making the Whites go down and take the L. The face team wins with Ryback hitting Shell Shock. About a 5 of 10 for me. Next up, the next segment, we had an interview with Roman Reigns backstage. Dean Ambrose interrupts and says that one of them is going to win the triple threat, the number one triple threat contenders match tonight. And the fans are just hating Reigns, you guys. Even in the interview, you can hear him, ooh. I don't get it. Me personally, I mean, he's nothing compared to John Cena. For me personally, he's not. The spear is not the FU. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a few people that's done the spear throughout history, throughout time, but the FU is a fireman's carry. John Cena's big moves are a fireman's carry and a punch while they're on the ground, and a leg drop. I mean, Roman Reigns, I mean, at least he does have some inventive moves. He got the checkmate, the big bulldog he does. I like the spear. I like his spear. He actually flattens out going into him, kind of like Goldberg used to do. I actually like his spear. I like the moment of silence, the backdrop with the clothesline. Roman Reigns, I don't understand why everybody hates him, but I personally, as a fan, I'm a fan of Roman Reigns. He's okay. Just stating that there. I know I kind of took that a little overboard, but I do not understand it, you guys. I think Roman Reigns is pretty good. He's not a mic guy. He's not. It's no secret he's no good on the mic, but he's not awful. Anyways, next match on the card was the Divas Championship match. Charlotte defending against Brie Bella. It actually wasn't too bad of a match for considering what I was looking for, what I was expecting to see. This wasn't too bad. A kind of sloppy finish to me, but it wasn't too bad. I about a 6 of 10 for me. 6 stars of 10. Charlotte retains via the figure 8. Like I said, the match wasn't that bad. Next match on the card was one of the best matches to me. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. A grudge match, I guess you could say, or a rubber match. Really good back and forth match for me. A lot of good chain reversals, a lot of good technical wrestling in this match. AJ picks up the win with via submission by the Calf Crusher. 7 of 10 for me. The match was really good. A lot of really good spots. A lot of wrestling fans wrestling. A lot of technical chain wrestling going on. So I definitely like to see that. Solid match. Next segment on the show, we had the Cutting Edge Peep Show with the New Day and the League of Nations, both factions interrupting the show. It was basically a big comedy act just to promote the new Edge and Christian show. Totally reeks of awesomeness or whatever. Basically just a big comedy act ended in Edge and Christian and the New Day making fun of the League of Nations. Basically. Next match on the card, I can say with 100% fact, was probably most likely just a filler match to throw in another match. To fill up time or whatever the case may have been. R-Truth versus Curtis Axel. When has R-Truth been on a pay-per-view television match other than a kickoff match? It's sad to me. I know he's past his prime, but he's so good still. Goldust came out to even the odds of the Social Outcast being by ringside, and actually Curtis Axel did pick up the win with just a schoolboy roll-up. So I didn't even give that match a rate. It was kind of like I said, a filler. Nothing to be expected. Next we had the main event of the evening. Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar in a number 1 contendership triple threat match. It was brother versus beast. And I have to say, this match was definitely okay. It definitely exceeded expectations. I like the Shield tease with the brothers taking out the Beast with 2 power bombs through both announced tables. Definitely like the Shield tease. Thought that was a really cool spot. I know it's happened a couple times before, but it was a really cool spot to throw in this match. Lesnar, despite getting put through 2 tables and covered up with the parts from those tables and chairs and stuff, despite his whole body being covered up by feet of steel and wood, he still comes back. He's Brock Lesnar. He's the Beast. He comes back with a vengeance. To be a threat in the match, I guess I could say. After everybody thought there may have not been a chance of him returning. the smarks, the smart fans like me know that that is a swerve. But anyways, I liked the Samoan suplex, or the Samoan drop with the German suplex combo on Dean Ambrose. That was really cool, a really, really nice, unique, inventive spot to hit. I really liked that. And guys, I know I said I looked for Brock to win, but the obvious happened. Reigns wins via a spear to Ambrose. And I guess we're going to see, guess that means we're going to see Roman Reigns versus Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Mania. I gave the match a 7 out of 10. It was a really good, put-together triple threat match for me. Surprisingly, I'm saying so, but it was. Post-match, Triple H comes out to face Reigns face-to-face and to just look at the Mania sign, I guess. Overall show for me, about a 6 of 10. 6.5 maybe. It wasn't the best show I ever seen by any means, but it wasn't a WWE pay-per-view, you guys. It was a notch up for me. FastLane wasn't bad at all this year, you guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy me, if you enjoy Aftershock and pro wrestling, please super kick that like button, super kick that subscribe button, throw a little party for me, share this video to your Facebook, Twitter, anything else, so maybe another wrestling fan can catch wind and check out this video and check out Aftershock. But until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Stay safe.